Of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill, the finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. And yet, who would give his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry, cuckoo, never so?
Ooh. What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note, so is my eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Oh, well, methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. More the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can bleat upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. If I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have wit enough to save mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. Summer doth still tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, and mustard seed.
Ready.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bag steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers, crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, I shall desire you of more acquaintance with Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom.
I pray you commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too, good Master Peas Blossom. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred had made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eye when she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and concentrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort who Pyramus presented in his sport forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did at his advantage take an ass's knoll fixed on his head. Anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, as wild geese that creeping fowler eye, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our Saint Pierre, and o'er one falls, and murder cries he, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus leak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment so it came to pass, Titania wakes, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him that loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being horseshoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon as this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease his brother's noontide with Antipodes. It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So a murderer should look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering spear.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. From thy hidden presence part I so, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here for a while then I shall remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue. Some true love turn it and not a false turn true.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About thee would go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. But some illusion, see thou bring it here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flowers of this purple's dye, hit with Cupid's archery, skin and apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortal be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll toot once through one. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derisions never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's, will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? A crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe in show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow.
Oh, spite, oh hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and super praise my parts when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals in love, Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sport would so offend a virgin, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to be me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. Ere I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest wise sojourned, and now to Helen is it home returned, there to remain.
Oh, Helen, it is not so.
Oh, disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou Abbey dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impairs the seeing sense, it pays the double hearing recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let me bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all the fiery O's and I's of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you with these conspired? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, oh, is all forgot? The school days, childhood, innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower sitting on one cushion, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grow together like a double cherry, two lovely berries molded on one stem, so with two seeming bodies and one heart. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your consent? What thought I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persevere, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me as when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold this sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall so soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
Oh, thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee by my life, I do, I swear, by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says, I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou sayest so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Oh, Lysander, we're too tense, all this.
Away!
No. He'll not seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Oh, hang off thy cat, thou burr, vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this?
Thy love, out, tawny tartar, out, loathed medicine, hated potion hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll trust not your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore, oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? Am I not as fair now as I was erewhile? Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker, blossom. Ugh. Oh. You thief of love, what have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine and faith! Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you! Huh.
Oh. Oh. Puppet. Oh, why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she had made compare between our statures. She had urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she had prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak. How low am I? Am I not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes?
No! Oh. Oh. I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. You may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
Do not be so bitter with me, good Hermia. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsel, never wronged you. Save that, in love for Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you. For love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now to Athens I will bear my folly back and follow you no longer. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little, again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering nut grass, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part, for if thou dost intend ever so little to show of love to her, thou shalt abby it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try who's right of thine or mine, and most in Helena.
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Feel thou mistakest or else commit thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I could know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? Oh. And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad I did it sort, as their jangling I esteem a sport.
See thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hide therefore, Robin, overcast the night, till all their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with laden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wanted sight. When they next awake, all this derision shall seem a dream and a fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll take my queen and peg her Indian boy, and then I will charmed I release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods of burial, already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest day should look their shames upon, they willfully exile themselves from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are as spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the grooves may tread, even till the eastern get all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his soft green streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town, a goblin lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
Oh, I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground. Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, why dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, tilling the bushes that thou lookest for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here. Oh, he goes before me, and he still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. Oh, that fallen, I am in dark, uneven way, and here will rest me. Oh. Come, gentle day. Oh, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite. Oh. Ho, 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 coward!
Abide me.
Comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I would thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constrains me to measure out my length of this cold bed. A day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, a long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight. And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away from mine own company.
Yet but three? Oh, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Ah, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, as to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Oh, here I will rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye? Gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former's lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man shall take his own, and your walking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.